This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Morning, PJV. Friday morning, 5 a.m. Roads are a little icy, and I just want to say before anyone starts complaining, I see 2 standing trucks on the perimeter and 1 semi in the ditch. I guess they forgot to stand that spot, but yeah, they're standing trucks for everyone complaining. Woo! Happy Friday.
That's good.
That's good. Nice to hear. I like anytime you get weather like this, it's assumed the highways will be worse. Mm-hmm. That's a safe assumption. We all kind of have different reports coming out of our neighborhoods. Mine was like crazy slippery coming out of Canterbury Park on the bays and the side roads this morning. Like, be careful. But once you got on the main drags, it's not too bad. But that was an hour ago. So it's just going to get worse as the morning rolls along, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't find it to be too slippery, except some spots where you try and stop or turn or whatever. But I think because some of it's in pellet form, maybe it has a bit of grit. But still be careful. You never know.
That's going to be slow moving today for sure.
Yeah.
We've already got some reports of vehicles slipping and sliding outside the city is going to be worse. And visibility could be an issue this morning, too. But that's basically why they have that freezing rain statement going right now. But apparently by this afternoon, it should clear up. But the temperature looks like it'll stay. It's not going to melt right away.
Okay. And I think it's one of those days, too. If you, like, especially early this morning, if you can put off your highway plans, you might want to think about it.
Yeah.
If you don't have to. If you're one of those people that can just go, we'll,
Great excuse to call the boss.
Hey, look, the roads are terrible. Like, it happens to be a Friday. I'm not going anywhere today.
Yeah, no kidding.
How about that?
Not bad.
Did you guys see the big puddle of water when you walked in the
Yeah, what was that about?
There was a tap left on. I let all the appropriate people know here in the building. Don't worry. I think I did. I don't really know who to contact.
I don't
wet
think
bandits.
you let everybody know. Just our area, our jurisdiction.
I passed
and those
it off.
people won't be up till you've got a better shot right now. I'm telling you. Of getting down to Walmart, buying a mop and a pail, coming back, cleaning it up yourself before you're going to get a response from somebody on our end this morning.
That's called passing the buck, what I did. I definitely did not contact the right people. I let our boss, Iron Mike, know.
Yeah, you let someone know.
Yeah, and our engineer, Riley, and I'm assuming they would know who to contact. It's just a big mess of water all over.
Right.
It's kind of, we need one of those signs that says, careful, slippery.
Slippery when wet, or just a Bon Jovi album.
Well, that should.
You could play that in rotation.
That's right.
Right down instead
Over
of
and
putting
over.
the wet sign there on the floor.
Ironically
Be careful.
enough, we have a phone call about those yellow slippery floor signs coming up in the bone phone. Look at that segue in about 5 minutes.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Hey, the banker here. Shout out to the Sofa Kings for winning their division in Beer League, Highlander, Canland. Awesome season, boys. Good job.
Sofa Kings, congratulations.
Great name.
It's still, it's still called Canland by a lot of people, or Highlander.
Highlander,
Yeah.
That's the old name.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
been,
Grew up down the street from there.
Yeah, been Canland for a while now.
Is it still the Thirsty Penguin upstairs?
As far as I know. Yeah, another great
Great
name. Okay, moving along here. Slow drivers, get out of this guy's way on the perimeter.
Absolutely. I agree with that guy earlier yesterday morning. These people nowadays that drive around in their cars like they're the citizen police that, this guy's speeding, so I'm going to go in his lane and then slow down purposely or see the traffic doing the speed limit and driving past them and then get in their lane just because they want to feel like they're in charge. You want to do 100 on the perimeter? Fine. Stay the out of everybody's way. We know we're speeding. We know we're going over the speed limit. We don't give a Get out of our way.
I never viewed it as they're doing it to slow you down.
I don't know if maybe some people are, but I think in general people are maybe not paying attention. Like they're just kind of going about their day not realizing that they're going too slow.
I think there are people that are oblivious to the signs and going slow, but I think over the last 2 days the theme has been from some of these callers. I think what they're trying to basically say is you're causing more danger by trying to slow us down, because there are a few people that'll hit their brakes in front of you instead of just moving over and letting them go.
I think I hear
what
you,
a topic.
the caller, and I hear you, Joe. But I think by and large, it's an indifference. Like they don't know when you pass them. I get the impression they just have no idea that they shouldn't be in the left lane driving 97.
I agree.
All right, Siren. I met Siren earlier this week. It's a blur.
Was it Tuesday or Wednesday?
At the AA Bruins hockey banquet. His grandson plays for the Bruins, and got a photo with him and everything else.
Morning, Joe, Philly, and Vicky. It was great to meet you the other day, Philly. Too bad Joe and Vicky weren't there. Siren here. As for that call today from Vinny, wanted to meet Aaron Mike. Vinny, I don't think the guy's got time to do stuff as it is. And I don't think he wants to meet somebody that every day the winning team is his team and doesn't know if his own hometown goalie is hella back or hella buck. But if you won the $1 million or whatever dollars you said you would, I think you should buy a jersey from every team. This way, every morning you'll wake up happy.
Basically accusing him of being a bandwagon jumper, Vinny. He will. He has no problem adopting other teams when he's mad at the Jets.
That's true.
Yeah. Now to that, I mentioned there was a call about those yellow wet floor signs that you see in buildings.
Hey, the banker here was downtown this week, and you know those yellow...
Is that 2 banker calls?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I'll
guys.
tell you what, he doesn't call often, but I'll tell you, man, he's putting in the time.
Well, now I want to know what he's saying about these signs.
I know. I'm sorry. Here we go.
Signs that say, careful, don't slip. Saw 2 people trip over those on a dry floor. Not sure that's the best solution based on what I've seen the last couple of days. But anyway, have a good day, guys. Bye.
How does that even happen?
He's got to be working at one of the downtown banks. I mean, there's the hallways and everything else. But yeah, how do they trip over them?
Oh,
It's so big and bright.
sometimes they, like when you come around a corner. I've been surprised by one before.
I can see that.
It doesn't blow my mind. Maybe you got a tray of coffee with you or whatever, and there's a sign. Anyway. Okay, let's wrap up. Big N wants to talk about intersections and how people blast through intersections has been a hot topic this week.
Hey, morning, everybody. Noticing quite a few calls on the phone lately about intersections, people rushing through intersections there in the city, and I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. And I've mentioned this before, years ago, a long time ago. We had a speaker come and talk to the bus drivers there. He was from Safety Services Canada, I believe it was, lives in the city, and he was a really good speaker. And one of the things he talked about was when he's driving in Winnipeg, he says, I treat every intersection as if there is someone coming through that is going to try and kill me. And he said, and that really helps a lot if you treat intersections that way. And I know, we shouldn't have to do that. But let's be realistic. Not everyone's paying attention, and there's lots of people who drive like jackasses out there. So, I mean, we just all got to, take it on ourselves to, like Billy said this morning, drive defensively. And hey, everybody remember, Spaghetti Man can't be everywhere to save everyone's ass all the time. So we got to look out for ourselves a lot, too.
It's true.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Rock on. Big Ed out.
Yeah, Spaghetti Man can only do so much, and I feel very thankful that we're in the same room with him.
I feel safer already.
Still working on the next hit song, doing 40 and an 80. You know that's coming.
The Philly, Joe, and Vicky podcast.
Here's what's trending with Philly, Joe, and Vicky.
We have a title for the new Spaceballs movie.
Oh.
It's going to be called Spaceballs, the new one. So they kept it pretty basic. The trailer is up on our Facebook page. People are pretty pumped to see Rick Moranis again. He's going to be in it. He hasn't acted in like 17 years. I think his last movie was Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, which I still have on VHS.
You're a
It's
huge
pretty
Rick
good.
Moranis fan, correct?
He's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any reason why he walked away?
I believe his wife had cancer and passed away, and he wanted to be home with his
right.
kids to raise them. So, yeah, he's coming back. Nice. He just always seems like a nice guy, and Canadian guy. We're always rooting for our own. They're keeping the plot pretty quiet for this one, but the new trailer spoofs everything from Star Wars to Avatar to Harry Potter. That comes out April 23rd of next year, so you got to wait a little more.
John Candy was in the original as well, so that's kind of sad. Of course, no You won't have him back in this movie.
Do you guys like Spaceballs?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yes, very funny.
Yeah. It's not a movie I've watched over and over again, but it was very entertaining the 2 times I've seen it.
I think after watching Young Frankenstein, I think I just got to give up on the Mel Brooks movies. I just don't think they're for me.
So have you seen Spaceballs
I've
before?
seen clips of it, and even watching the clips, I was like, I don't think this is my humor. But I support it. I think it's cool to see the cast. I like the people in the cast.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And it started as an April Fool's post, but now IKEA is working to make meatball-flavored lollipops, Chupa Chups.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like this.
Really?
Walking around sucking on a meatball.
So you would try it?
I would
I'll tell you what,
absolutely try.
have you ever been to a function where they've had meatballs on like a toothpick?
Yeah.
They don't last long. I don't know if I want to be licking a meatball.
Yeah.
I just want to eat a meatball.
Make sure it's
Take it
gravy.
from Spaghetti Man.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Big N. Could I get a birthday shout out to my oldest son, Logan, turning 31 today?
Happy birthday.
He's the one Joe gave a pat on the back at the big race.
Yeah, we met Logan, yeah.
A big bear paw in the back.
Happy birthday, Logan.
92.1 City, Winnipeg's Rock Station. It's PJV on a Friday morning, and, man, that's a great picture. Vicky,
Which one?
On the Facebook page, the gentleman who won the hot dogs for a year, the Jets dogs
Yes.
for a year. Look at how happy that guy
You
is.
see how big the card is he won? Because, you gotta make it a big deal, but it's not practical when
It's not
he
gonna
goes
fit
to
in your
Jets
wallet,
games.
yeah.
He's going to have to carry that baby in. Everybody's going to be stopping him in the foyer till he gets to his seats, and he's going to be going up to the counter to get his Jet dog, and the people behind him when he's eating, like, what are they going to do with the sign? He's got to put it down in front of him. That takes up a lot of room.
And you just know the first couple times he's going to go there and the staff is going to be like, what are you talking about? I feel like that stuff is never communicated.
No, you're right. Someone
and then you
at the
sound
concession.
crazy.
Yeah, they didn't get the memo. They said, don't forget, we gave away Jet dogs for a year.
Yeah.
That would be, I hope they played around with him a bit. And when he said, is there a card or something I get? And they're like, no, you got to haul this giant sign around with you. I hope that he thought that for a second. But you pose a great question, Vicky, and that is, if you could win free blank for a year, what would it be? And you took gas out of the question because everybody would say gas.
Yeah, no gas, no money. Like those are the easy answers. But to think outside the box a little bit.
I'll think outside the pizza box and go with pizza.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Free pizza for a year.
Yeah. Now, are we talking like one a month? Are you talking about one a week? That's 52 pizzas. I think one a week would be good.
Well, that's the thing about getting free whatever for a year is especially if it's food and especially if it's maybe unhealthy food.
Gotta read
you
the small print.
Pace yourself a
Right.
little bit. You can't indulge as much.
Are you
I thought
saying-
you meant read the small print. You're talking
No.
about actually health
Health.
reasons.
Yeah.
Are you saying I shouldn't go with a bucket of chicken for a year?
I'm
as
not going to
great-
tell you how to live.
Great as that sounds.
As your doctor, because I
They
don't know
have
why
pills.
you chose me, but I'm going to say no.
They have pills for that, Vicky. That's why people are on
Pills for
cholesterol
what?
pills. Cholesterol pills if he wants chicken as often as he does. Don't ruin it for the man.
Well, it's not going to help me with my weight. I think I would go with coffee. I'm a big coffee drinker.
That's probably going to do well, too.
I'm
That's a
multiple
great
times,
answer.
multiple times a day kind of guy. Like if I'm going on any kind of road trip with the kids to hockey, I always start with one in the morning, and then a few days a week I get another one in the afternoon, and that would be awesome.
So that you'd want 2 coffees a day.
Yeah.
As part of for a year. Because you do have to figure out what that would be. I wonder if most people would answer, though, with something that you would feel you'd get more bang for your buck than.
I'm trying to think of what practically I spend a lot of money on in a year.
Because pizza's not cheap at most places nowadays, right? Like good quality pizza.
That's right. That's right. Spaghetti man. A good pizza isn't.
Well, I can't have spaghetti all the time.
And
It's a superpower.
Mix it up, alternate spaghetti pizza.
It's actually a carb, which is a superpower in itself.
Someone mentioned automobile insurance. Whoa, now there's value
For a year.
Yeah.
Well, okay. You're talking probably at least $1,500.
Oh, when that chunk of money comes out of your bank account, that's no fun.
But your coffees will lead up to about $3,000. So do you really want the car insurance
I'm taking
for
coffee.
a year? You're taking coffee.
I'm going
That's
straight.
$3,000. How about you, Vic?
I'm having trouble with this one.
You came up with the idea.
I know. It's like if you can't
Putting everybody else
if you
first.
can't teach, I can't think. You know what? Maybe I go through a lot of honey in my tea every day, and it's pretty expensive. Maybe
Yeah,
honey.
honey isn't cheap.
No,
Yeah, I'm going with chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Like a chocolate bar?
You know what? Cream eggs.
Just
I love a cream egg.
Oh, cream
All year.
eggs.
And
Wow.
and you can't get them all year.
No,
so
I know.
I
That
guess
meant-
I'd have to be given a year's supply to parse out
Okay.
myself.
We're getting a maid or a chef for a year.
Oh, can I change my answer?
Yeah.
That would be great.
Nope, you're stuck with chocolate.
I'm stuck with cream eggs.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Shut up with your names.
Hey, what's your name? You've got a name so you can play this game.
The Name Game. Brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort.
It's a game about names, I guess.
Yeah, if you got a name and a phone, you're in. 204-780. City, 780-2484. Phones are lit. Let's get right at this. Good morning, City. Do you want to play the name game?
I sure do.
Okay. Have you ever played before?
A long time ago, yes, sir.
You have.
Yeah, I think we'll find someone new if that's okay with you, because it's all people talk about in this province. So we like to find someone new every time, okay?
All right, thanks.
Have a great
no
weekend.
Problem. Yep.
You don't think you believed it, did you? It sounded like.
Like, how popular guy wants to play twice?
No, I know, but were we right the first time? I don't even. Did we get it the first time?
Good call. Good morning, City. Do you want to play the name game?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever played before?
No.
All right. Fantastic. We always start with your age.
I'm 12.
Are you
12?
12?
12.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, might have to alter our questions.
Yeah.
Wait,
Mine just changed. First vehicle you learn to drive in.
This is the youngest contestant we've ever had with a name game. I'll go first. We're going to ask you a series of questions, and then we guess your name, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you shower in the morning before you go to school, or do you shower at night?
I shower at night, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
I know.
Nighttime.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, bro. Listen, you're out for breakfast, and you get a question: shredded or cubed hash browns? What are you going to go with?
Cube.
Cubed. Yeah, me too. Always. I prefer that.
Cube is good.
Yeah. Okay, Vicky.
All right. It's a unseasonably cold spring day, so I'm going to ask what your favorite soup is.
My favorite soup?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you eat soup?
Consonant soup.
Consomme?
No. Nice.
Okay. That's a very elevated choice for a 12-year-old, I think. Love that.
Okay.
And question number 2. What's your favorite cartoon?
My favorite cartoon? Oh, gosh.
SpongeBob in our house.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I would have to say SpongeBob, yeah.
Yeah, a great choice.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
that one.
very good.
Bikini Bottom. That's where they live.
Slides with socks or Crocs with socks?
Crocs with socks and never with slides.
Never with slides.
Yeah,
Okay.
Joe.
It's like the 2026 version of Dr. Seuss.
That's why he got
Crocs
the
with
choice.
socks with Crocs.
Which is your favorite parent?
Oh, my favorite parent?
Is there one that's not in the room with you right now?
No, there is.
You don't have to. You
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't have to answer that question. I just wanted to put you on the spot for a second.
My teacher.
Oh, look at that. What a great answer.
Loophole.
Okay. Okay, we'll give you that one.
I never would have said that at your age. Okay, here's where we're got to guess your name. Okay, I'm going to start. I'll go with Colby.
No.
How about Jaden?
No.
It changes the type of names you're guessing,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mason?
Pardon?
Mason?
No.
Oh,
Jordan.
I thought you nailed it.
No.
Not
Okay.
Jordan. What? Why is
What is that?
Jordan's close.
Jordan close?
No, it isn't.
Oh.
Well, the ending is. The ending.
Jordan. Okay.
Okay.
I tell you, my first guess was going to be Easton.
No.
Okay. Landon.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Morgan?
No.
Does it rhyme with Jordan?
No, not really.
Hayden.
No.
Okay. We're going to
Can
be
we get a first letter?
R.
Ryden.
No.
I don't know.
This one's tough.
Okay. I think I'm
Braden?
done. Starts with an R.
Pardon?
Oh, it starts with an R.
You
That's what I get for consulting the text line.
You didn't ask for his second letter. He said R.
It's in the mix. It's in the mix.
If you got it from a second letter, then this game can't get any better.
You're going to have to tell us. I knew we'd get stumped. First 12-year-old, and we're stumped. What is it?
Raylan.
Raylan. Great name. No way we were going to get
that's
that,
right.
though.
Good for you. Thanks for playing today.
All right, say hi to you. Is that your dad there with you? Tell him we say hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He also played the name game before.
Oh, he did. Oh, he
Okay.
did. It's a
It's
family.
going through the generations.
Well, we can't wait till your favorite parent, your mother, gets to play.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
On a busy Friday morning, the show's packed, which is good news because, like, starting at 7:45, the giveaways are flying fast and furious. We've got Burt Block Party tickets this morning.
Yeah, that's for Kill Switch Engage. Then after 8 o'clock, we have UFC tickets for Fight Night tomorrow night. Mike Bellotto was in here with us about a month ago, headlining that card. And our friends at Boston Pizza, who are doing a little special entry form deal at your favorite Boston Pizza location where you can win the MVP treatment and some tickets. They'll be in just after 8 as well. And we also have Jim Gaffigan for Great Outdoors Comedy Festival tickets to give away. That's all before 10.
Sounds like we'll get a sneak peek on the appetizer specials that they're offering. Some of the meal specials at BP for UFC.
It's Phil Aubrey's version of ground and pound. Once that food is down, he's going to be...
Ground and pound?
Yes.
Is that a UFC thing?
Yes.
Oh,
What do you think?
thank God.
Just don't come near me, both of
That's
you.
what I'm saying, Vicky. When there's food around, like...
Yeah, I don't wait, and I go to the corner. I've got a corner of the room, and I eat it over there.
He's not waiting for Bruce Buffer to yell, "It's time!" He's not waiting for that.
And you might hear the odd growl, like I'm a dog. But no, I take my food serious. Looking forward to BP being in
me
here.
too.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. We got some really interesting answers on the Boston Pizza text line. Some lucky SOB scored himself Jets dogs for a year on fan appreciation night last night at the Jets game. I'm so jealous of this guy, but it got us to talking. And Vicky, you brought it up. Great question. If you could win anything for a year, what would it be?
Yeah.
And, of course, I went to, like, coffee. You went to Easter cream eggs. I call them Easter cream eggs, but I guess you can get them all year round, obviously.
I don't think you can.
you?
Mini
No.
eggs you can, not the cream eggs.
She found the loophole. This would be for a year,
Yeah.
not just seasonal.
Joe, Stunner, Big Slice went with pizza.
Yeah.
But there's people putting a lot of thought into this, like a cleaning service or car insurance.
Someone said free flights or hotels. Oh, my gosh. That would be amazing.
That's a winner. The price
Every
tag.
weekend you could go somewhere new.
How about free rounds of golf?
I'm telling you right now, if an airline's involved, they're not giving away free flights every weekend for a year.
no,
That
You
can't
can
do
go
it.
for free, but you have to be in the luggage compartment the whole time.
Free lottery tickets. Free tires. So people really going practical.
Yeah.
Probably more practical than we did. All three of us went with food.
That's the world we live in right now. Everything's so expensive. So
Yeah.
if something can be taken off your plate, why not?
Free groceries, I guess.
Yeah,
That came
steaks
in.
for a year. That'd be pretty great.
Oh, yeah. Steak's not a cheap purchase anymore.
One texter wants to know where Vicky's mind was when Joe said ground and pound.
Where do you think my mind
Well,
was?
hey.
I didn't know how to take that.
That wasn't me. That's the texter who wants to
Yeah.
know. Get your mind out of the gutter. I don't think your mind went there.
Listen, if you're not familiar with UFC and somebody says ground and pound, you're left asking a lot of questions.
Yeah. Someone says
One for
socks.
sure. I don't know about a lot.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
I like that when it comes to Andrew Shevchuk from Boston Pizza. Santa Claus for us adults here, PJV, because you come walking in, 2 big bags of food. And as if that isn't enough, you're like, hey, I got another surprise for you guys.
Yeah. Hey, it's great to be here. Philly, you guys are talking about the playoffs, and the Jets aren't going to be in the playoffs, but there's a lot to be excited about. I'm looking at your shirt underneath your hoodie there.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know what?
The Montreal Canadiens represent.
That's right. The hockey gods weren't smiling on us, but maybe they'll be smiling on some other Manitobans and some other teams. So here's your very own
What is
hockey
that?
goddlehead, okay? So the hockey gods hopefully will be with you. And we got a whole playoff menu.
Oh, no.
Where you can...
He's causing a mess.
You can't open the box.
I got it.
We've got a whole playoff menu here for you guys. You could shake it, Philly. The head shakes on it there. It's your little goddlehead.
That.
Okay?
I
That's
love
hilarious.
it.
There's 13 Manitobans.
That's right.
In the Stanley Cup playoffs. So Boston Pizza thinks of it all. And hey, listen, I'm going to say I went to celebrate a birthday at your location on Henderson. And that night, there was not only a Jets game going on, it was over the holidays. Team Canada was playing, and there was also a women's game. And you guys were parting in all three directions for it. It was like the best place ever to watch. The vibe was incredible.
Yeah, you got to have it covered.
It's what you guys do.
That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
You do it
and,
well.
And hey, obviously we come to say hi to everyone, but I'd be remiss if I didn't bring a Philly cheesesteak pizza here off the new menu.
Yeah.
And then we got the MVP, most valuable platter, which you got to try these honey butter Cajun wings. It's got a couple of pizza flights and a few pickle wedges for you. So I've got that for you guys. And then, of course, all the action that's happening tonight. We've got Ayman Zahabi from UFC, who's going to be featured in UFC 250 at the White House in June. And he's going to be there tonight at Boston Pizza City Place, signing autographs, taking pictures.
Nice.
You can have an octagon pizza, which was endorsed by Mr. Dana White himself.
Are you kidding? First, you guys brought the heart-shaped pizza to Manitoba, now the octagon pizza? We're running out of shapes.
We got it all. So that's all happening tonight, and then of course, tomorrow, Boston Pizza City Place is going to be ground zero for everything UFC. Huge fight tomorrow, fight night, and we're hoping all of Manitobans come out strong and support the event. And we've had fighters in left and right coming into the restaurant. Some pretty impressive-looking athletes.
Well, Charles Oliveira's in town. He was at the hockey game last night. I'm sure he's already popped in there.
Yeah, we had a bunch of guys. I was in there yesterday, and I see all these fighters. They're eating. They can eat this. They can't eat that. And they've got their trainers with them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so tonight, we've already got a ton of people have been calling. 925-4109, Boston Pizza City Place. Come down, see one of the fighters up close, win some great prizes, have a little ice-cold Bud Light on special, and, check it out.
Well, today would be their weight cuts and everything else. I'm going with weight cuts and cactus cuts. That's what I'm going with. 7 o'clock, UFC fighter Ayman Zahabi. I wouldn't be surprised if these other guys end up showing up there, too, because a lot of them hang out with the same groups, right?
Yeah, for
same
sure.
fight teams and that. So you'll probably get a few surprises there tonight. That'd be great.
Well, it sounds like it's almost headquarters for the UFC this weekend. You guys, BP City Place.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, we do the UFCs, we show all the pay-per-views, and, we set this up. I talked with a guy in Vegas about this. I mean, UFC is a big, big enterprise, so it's pretty cool dealing with those guys, and it'll be pretty cool coming down tonight at Boston Pizza.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Andrew. It's always great talking to you. And wow, you come in anytime. You're always welcome.
I'll tell you who the MVP is. It's Andrew Shevchuk because, hey, listen.
The Philly, Joe, and Vicky podcast.
But how about we give the winner a choice today, being a Friday?
Sure.
Kill Switch Engage tickets or Jim Gaffigan for Great Outdoors Comedy Festival.
Good idea.
Your choice.
Yeah.
Like that.
Both great summer events.
And then the other set that remains we'll give away after 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. Joe has the question.
I do. I just got to open up the right piece of... Here we go. Almost 60% of employees say it's never appropriate for a coworker to do this at work.
What percentage?
60. So over half are saying, yeah, I wish my coworkers wouldn't do this at work. It's not appropriate.
780 City. 780-2484. Good morning, City. Go ahead with your guess.
Yeah, what do you got for me, Phil?
Oh, yeah.
Bring a
5
pet.
lifelines.
Bring a pet to work.
That's a great answer.
Some people get annoyed when someone brings their, usually a dog.
It can be kind of fun, though. It depends how well-behaved the dog is.
It can until that dog decides to mark a spot.
That's right.
In the office.
Or if you have allergies, right? You're like, get your
That's
dog out of
true,
here.
yeah.
No, I understand.
It's not a pet, but great answer.
Okay.
You're right. It could go either way with the dog.
Your choice of tickets this morning, either Great Outdoor Comedy Fest or Burt Block Party. The winner will decide. Go ahead with your guess.
Is it use the restroom for a number 2?
No. No, nothing to do with the restroom.
I'm going to say most people don't choose to do that. Sometimes it's just time.
Yeah.
I don't know. We used to work with somebody that was their morning ritual.
Oh,
like because
I've worked
the
with some
extra
people like that,
We
too.
called them the
flusher
crusher.
the crusher because he broke one of the toilets. And I don't mean like from the flushing mechanism. I mean the ceramics. Like it was a disaster.
He wouldn't even put his briefcase down. He he stopped at the bathroom on the way to his desk.
It was like a ritual like breakfast. It was daily at work. Like you couldn't afford the flushes at home on the water. It was
Well, the
unbelievable.
body's got its routine, I suppose.
The crusher. 780 City. Good morning. Go ahead with your guess.
Good morning. Would it be inappropriate touching, like leaning on someone's shoulder and touching them?
No, this isn't an HR issue.
Okay. Yeah,
okay, well,
of
that's
any
good.
sort.
I would hope that that's higher than 60%.
That'd be 99.9, you know.
Don't be a creep.
Right. Hi, City.
Hey there. Is it talk about your kids too much, or?
That was a question from a week ago, but it
Yeah.
wasn't about appropriate. It was just the most annoying
Right,
thing
yeah.
your coworker. So no.
Someone on the text line says no ground and pound at work.
Yeah, well,
I think that's fair.
that's fair too. Yeah.
780 City, 780-2484. Good morning.
Good morning. Is it wear too much cologne or perfume?
No.
answer.
But it is an etiquette answer that people or workers saying are never appropriate. Okay, so
That's a
that'll
good
lead
hint.
us into a
Good etiquette.
direction.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Got a guess?
Does Vicky have a guess for me?
Let's say, I know this is a big taboo at offices, microwaving smelly food.
Very good answer, but no.
Sorry about that.
60% might be too low on that one.
True.
Like, thanks for bringing your salmon dinner from last night, the leftovers
You
to
got a
work.
problem with my fish and chips? Hello, City. Go ahead.
Hi. Burp or fart?
No.
The other 40 love that. Your choice of tickets this morning if you wind up winning either Burt Block Party or Great Outdoor Comedy Fest. Go ahead with your guess.
Philly, Lifeline.
Lifeline.
Number 4.
Okay, well, this has happened on this show at times. Even though your parking spot is not assigned, it's just one that you take every day. And then a coworker grabs it on you.
Right. No. Now, there's only one lifeline left.
You want to repeat the question just for anyone who may have missed
Very
it?
good. Almost 60% of employees say it's never appropriate for a coworker to do this in the workplace. And we know it's about etiquette. But I'm going to say that this etiquette mistake, according to 60% of people, it's a big one on planes, too. Not just at the workplace.
Oh, that's a big hint.
Well, there's only one lifeline left, so I feel like
I think I know it.
Okay.
780 City, 780-2484. Go ahead.
I'll get Philly.
Take off your shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 60% of employees say it's never appropriate for a coworker to take their shoes off at work.
I've got mine off this morning.
Do you actually?
Really?
Yeah, I would take my boots off all the time because sometimes they get wet. Like if they get wet, I don't like the wet boots.
Well, you're
on
not
my
a
feet.
problem.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's some people at work that just have the foot stank you can't get rid of. And so that's
On a
the problem.
On a plane.
That's worse than stink. A stank.
Yeah.
It's gone too far.
It's rank. It's a rank stink.
Oh, man. Who's this?
Shannon.
Congratulations. Thanks to Phil Aubry.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Here's what we learned today with Philly, Joe, and Vicky.
Well, we're about to learn something pretty cool from the Guinness Book of World Records with the Roctagon for UFC tickets, Joe.
Yeah, Chris, our winner, entered the Roctagon and guessed the record for the most toppings on a pizza, achieved in 2017 in Italy. 154 toppings on a single pizza. These ingredients range from meats, cheeses, fruits, condiments, and I hate to say it, but vegetables.
Well, I hate to say it. It kind of sounds like a terrible pizza.
Yeah,
Yes.
too much.
Too many
busy.
toppings.
I think what would be your limit on toppings? Because there are a few places in town that, put a ton of toppings on a pizza. But
Well, if we're counting sauce and cheese, I would say like 6 maybe.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Because then you've got room for 4 toppings outside of the cheese and the sauce.
I'm probably better at, if I eliminate sauce and cheese, I would say 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I'm where
Exactly.
you guys are.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can taste it all.
Yep. Who's our winner again?
Chris.
Chris, congratulations. You're going to UFC tomorrow night. Some lucky human, speaking of winners, won Jets dogs for a year at last night's Jets game. He got the big, it looks like one of those giant checks that you win. But it's for Jets dogs. Man, what a great prize. NHL playoffs start tomorrow with 3 games. Only Canadian team tomorrow. Ottawa up against Carolina. Habs start on Sunday. Oilers begin on Monday. Worth noting with the loss, Vicky, the Jets have the 7th best odds at landing the first overall pick. Draft lottery is set to take place May 5th.
Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know.
love to hear it.
Yeah, almost 60% of people say it's never appropriate for a coworker to go shoeless at work. No footwear.
I'm curious about the 40%. They must be the shoeless ones.
Probably, you know.
But I'm telling you, man, you take off your shoes here because you have your boots on, I wouldn't even have known. But there are situations where it's very obvious that one pair of socks has made it to work more than one day. Or the shoes have been around too long.
How do you feel about the people who have like slippers at work or something
I
to
love
change
that.
into?
You see that all the time,
Yeah,
I think.
I'm not
and I get no
opposed to that.
problem
I'm
with
going to
that.
say this is a very sensitive topic for me. I did purchase Phil Aubrey a pair of San Francisco 49ers
Yes, he did.
slippers once for his birthday.
Oh.
He left them here. Well, not here,
Yeah.
actually. He left them in the Osborne studio
Yeah.
building, and they're probably still there even after the move because he never wore them and he never took them with him.
Okay, in my defense, they were awesome looking, but
Yeah.
they were more of they didn't fit very well.
Too
you know?
tight?
They just, they weren't like slippers have to be super comfortable.
Okay.
And these were
It
not.
really
Hard
didn't-
as a rock?
It really
Yeah.
didn't bother me that much. It was more of an experiment after that going, he's not wearing them, but he doesn't want me to remember that they're still
Yeah.
here. It was so good. It went on for about a year, Vicky.
Surprised he didn't come in the middle of the night and dispose of them, say someone stole them.
I guarantee you, he doesn't even think I remembered.
I have slippers at home, though.
Yes.
I most
Sure.
certainly do, and I wouldn't be opposed to bringing some in. Finally,
Work slippers.
IKEA is working to make meatball flavored lollipops a thing. Vicky, you said this started as an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, they did a post on Instagram about it, and people were like, why don't you actually do that? So they're going to make about 1 million of them and distribute them for free all around the world.
I would try that. I would try.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting, but
Yeah.
I'd give it a go.
Wouldn't smell good walking around with a meatball flavored lollipop in your
No.
mouth. Yeah. But I'm open. We'll have to try them. Hopefully they make their way here to Winnipeg and we can bring some in.
We can only hope. All us meatball lovers out there.
That's what we learned today.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
For more Philly, Joe, and Vicky, lock it into 92.1 City, weekday morning 6 to 10.